Hello, and welcome to Interviewing Aliens. I am Jeff, aka Awake,
I am your host, Alien Tiffany, aka Tiffany.
and this is a podcast to interview and talk to and get to know and really just kind of showcase all of the amazing people in the Alien School slash AOD slash Jessa Reed Discord and community. So, um,
Thanks for having us, Jeff.
I kind of imagine this to be like a love letter to everyone.
Oh my
Just a
god.
love letter to our community and the people that keep us grounded and keep us feeling magical and inspired.
hmm
So I guess in turn, it's kind of a big thank you letter to Jessa as well, you know,
Yeah.
for bringing us all together and giving us a place where we're free to be ourselves and authentic and
hmm
weird and
hmm
just open.
Yeah, our hesitant guru. I know that you love us from afar, but you really are the reason why we're all here today and have made the connections that we've made. So please let us love you and know that, we appreciate you more than you'll ever know.
That's right. And I mean, you may see yourself as just like this coincidental, figure out there bringing people together, but you're our appreciated node in this wide net that you've cast, and we're so happy to be associated with all of these great people that you've brought together. So,
hmm
um, I figure we could talk a little bit about how we met.
hmm
So, maybe you could open up there with like how you found Jessa and how you
Yeah.
became a dirt community.
So I can recall, several times in my life that I kind of came into an awareness on another level, like just studied Buddhism and became vegan, and just lots of different times where I've woken up out of my sleepy alcoholic, workaholic, sexaholic life and wanted to go on a new path. But for every reason, I always went back to sleep until um oh gosh, 2019, I think, where there might be a lot of us here that can relate to this, that it just, there was no turning back. It was like, universe was like, wake up, bitch. You ain't going back to sleep now. It was like trauma city, trauma healing, war inside. But at, at the same time, I found an incredible peace in it. And I wanted to know more and I wanted to learn everything. I think a lot of people have gone through that stage of this process. And the love and light, you know, community just didn't feel right. It didn't make sense to me. I knew there had to be more to it. I knew it wasn't all just some celestial, heavenly, thing, because that's definitely not what I was experiencing. And I kind of set an intention to like, what the fuck is going on? And Jessa's podcast fell into my lap one day at work, and I binged it for days. Awakening OD, um, that podcast, and then Soberish, and then Mormon and the Meth Head, and then all of her circle. I just binged it. I soaked it in. It was an incredible experience where it was very much more grounded than the love and light world. I mean, when there's that, there's a factor to that. There's importance to that, but she was just like, no one here, no one's gonna fucking save you, man. It's all you. Everything here is you. And I just know that no matter where Jessa is in life and on this process, that her words will find the people that need it anytime, whether it was stuff she said 10 years ago or, where she's at now. So I just couldn't get enough and joined her Patreon, which led me to the most incredible community I've ever met in my entire life. A bunch of weird internet people on a Discord server that I'd never heard of. Changed my life. And that's how we met some of the people that created Alien School Field Trip 2022. And then Jeff came into my life during the planning process of Hot Alien Summer Camp 2023. We found out that we were basically neighbors, and life was never the same.
seems it feels like a long time ago, and it also feels like yesterday. Like it wasn't that long ago that we were, meeting for the first time,
Hmm.
and like it clicked that I don't know, we were definitely like each other's kind of people for
Yeah,
sure, you know. And
absolutely.
you were the first like in person, like spiritually awake person that I had
Hmm.
really known.
Hmm.
I had found Jessa like really early on, like 2018, 2019 ish, and promptly fell right back to sleep. I was dealing with some mental
As
health
one does.
issues,
Hmm.
yeah. And then back in August 2022, I lost my job, and that kind of put me on this journey of self discovery that led me to coming back to Jess's stuff and booking an appointment with her and talking to her
Hmm.
and getting involved with her community. And yeah, from there it's just been this never ending hype train of people coming in and being amazing and making me feel welcome and supported and
Hmm.
seen. And I'm so grateful to have found all of you, and Tiff, you in particular. You're my best friend. I'm so happy that you know
Bestie.
through all of this, we were able to make this connection and do these crazy things that we've done. We're going to
And
talk a
will
lot about,
do.
yeah, we're going to talk a lot about the alien school field trips, and the things that took place there.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that's how we met. Um, Tiff, are there any like in your awakening process what was the big recent aha moment that just kind of kicked you in and kept you on? What was it for you?
That's a great question. I have to that I should have given me the notes before this, damn it. Um, Kicked me in and kept me on. I mean, I think the pendulum swings hard in this reality and the apocalypse. And like I have had the dark night of the soul and going back to sleep and questioning everything. Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? Are we all just collectively insane? And I think it changes by the minute anymore, really. But um being in the presence of, I mean, like we're just, a lot of us have just been, internet friends for so long, and that's life changing enough. But like in the physical presence of like-minded people with like a similar goal, my God, I've never experienced miracles so accessibly. It just means, it just feels like such alignment, and that we've done this in 1,000 dimensions already. We're just finding each other here and now. And uh, yeah, you guys are the thing that kept me in. There's been a lot of times I could have jumped ship and gone back into the darkness, but you guys kept me here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can remember after my most recent awakening, the times where I was thinking of going back to sleep, I was like craving it, like
Yeah.
put me back into the matrix because I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Back
I'm
in it.
ready to forget like
Yes.
all. I'm ready to forget all of the potential, all of the scary potential of life, and go
Hmm.
back to just on my meds and not paying attention and drifting through life. But it was all of you that kept me going, and your constant words of like unknowing affirmations, like the times that I've just woken up, logged into Discord, and read just synchronicity after synchronicity of what people are going through, and how their experiences can be integrated and into my life. And I don't know, it's insane how daily I am you know learning things about myself through other people's experiences within this community.
Absolutely. Like you really, the many of you, not even just like the 12 of us that we speak to every Friday, like you are really the voices inside of my head now. Like, you have quieted a lot of inner teenager, inner child things, and like if I have some crazy shit come up, like I can hear all of you. Like we're helping each other through it, just by existing and being authentic to each other and allowing ourselves to open up has been an absolute game changer. Like having the deep, difficult conversations and working through it together. It's just been years of therapy, like,
Right, all condensed
and
into very
in
short
just like a
periods of time.
couple, yeah, pretty small amount of time. I mean, just the like the growth that we've had in a week since we've seen each other is just like
Hmm.
unfathomable. Like the possibilities are infinite, and
Yeah,
I'm just really looking forward to being with you all in any way possible in the next lifetime.
and more in this lifetime too.
Yep.
We're there's already people talking about like regional meetups and just post Hot Alien Summer Camp, which was this year's Alien School field trip. That we're a week out from it now,
Mhm.
and just the craving and like the desire to not lose those connections is so strong that people are making plans already for their next meetup, and
Mhm. Mhm.
that's really gratifying to see, to know that the event that we put our blood, sweat, and tears into was able to bring all these people together and make these connections. It's really rewarding stuff, like more than I thought it would be.
Yeah. We knew it was going to be special, and like, last year was incredible. There was something about these 90 individuals that took time out of their weird lives to come and like hang out with us, and whoa, like whoa. I'm just like dripping with love for 90 people. Like
Yeah.
I'm in a giant polycool with 90 people. It's beautiful. Um it's like I can't even just like I haven't even been able to like talk to my like people at home about it yet because I'm still like feeling my way through it for probably the first time in my life. Just
Mhm.
I've always been up in the head party. Jessa, she's so fucking right. Just been hanging out in the head party. So finally got into the heart party, and like for the first time feeling things in my body and like processing it and allowing it to come and go and not run from it or drink from it or fuck from it or like the old ways. But it's beautiful. Free love, free unconditional, pure, unexplainable love is the name of the game. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not the love and light shit, just all of it, every bit of it.
Yeah, well, love and light's part of it too.
It's part of it.
Because I'm a
There's
very
way
love and
more
light
to
kind
it.
of person. I think that's part of what makes our dynamic so great. Is I got a
Mhm.
little more of that. You got a little more of the
Mhm.
shadow in there. Um, and yeah, you know.
We all balance each other so perfectly. It's insane.
Hmm. So let's talk a little bit about Holly and summer camp since we're fresh out of it. It's
Okay.
top of mind.
Mhm.
Um, why don't you talk a little bit about how the original started coming together, the original
Yeah.
Alien School field trip?
There was a group of us that were kind of doing some like offshoot AOD stuff. So we had a group on the Discord that a couple of us had like some just like private messages or private meditation groups or like we were learning human design together or whatever. And I was like, hey, you should meet this person. Like, hey, Matt, my buddy Matt. Shout out to Matt, wherever you are in this world, man. It was like, Matt, you got to meet my friend Rick. Like, you guys would love each other. Like, it's dope. You'd be like really similar. Da da da. Perfect, like perfect match right off the bat. And then the three of us would hang out. And then Stefania, my girl Alex, she found her way into this little circle, and we were like, oh, this is so beautiful. Like, imagine if we were together. Like if maybe we should go camping. So we started like looking at like some campsites that we can go out in the woods and get weird. And like the more we started talking about it with other people, the more people wanted to join, and then the bigger it got and bigger it got. And I was like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. So we gave Jessa a call, and while she supported us, she said, I can support you. I think it's great. I think it's needed. I don't want to be a part of it. Like you guys do your thing. I may be there. I may not. Like it was wonderful, and she promoted us on her podcasts and her Patreon and her community. And yeah, so we were planning on the first one was planning on for April 2022 on Earth Day, and we were going to hold it at Dubois, um, RIP, and in Tennessee. And then COVID round two hit, and everything shut down, and everything got canceled, and blah, 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 blah. And then Jessa called us. We were all kind of down about it, like kind of ignored it for a while. And Jessa called us saying, remember that thing you were doing? Keep doing it. It's necessary. Like people really need this. So we got it right back up and running. We were calling venues all over the country, but mostly focusing on Tennessee just because that's where we were pulled. And we got a call from this cute little farm called Starstruck Farm in Lebanon, Tennessee, just a few minutes outside of Nashville. And the owner apparently told the event manager, like, what's up with these alien people? Like, because we were alien school field trip at the time. He's like, give him a call, find out what's up with the alien people. Apparently, he had had lots of alien experiences on his property, and it lined up so perfectly. We got to the venue the next day. We had the deposit already done from Jessa's promotions and things. Like, it just fell in line so absolutely perfectly. And then people started joining and wanting to help, as this is a completely 100% volunteer ran operation. And then just was like, it was like meeting old friends. And we would meet every Friday and, blood, sweat, and tears put into this little event of ours. And we all got together for the first time in person last August at Starstruck. And it was incredible, such a transcendent experience. I mean, um, it really is like a run by community, like a co-created event. Like our attendees were our featured performers and practitioners, and maybe for the first time in their lives, were able to get up and shine their light and feature their talents. And it was just incredible to watch and be a part of. And I mean, right off the bat, we knew we have to keep doing this every year. We need to do this. And um, yeah, yeah. So then fast forward, we had the event. We're planning things. It was everyone was kind of like in this dark night period, and Jeff walks in, and a few
I
other
do,
people,
yeah.
and he walks into the AOD Discord, and I was like, I want to be friends with this person. I like send him this invite for our Hot Alien Summer Camp Discord, and he joined and like lit that place up, brought it to life, brought so much love and energy into it, and instantly knew that we were going to do big things together, and we did. We fucking pulled it together, my friend.
We absolutely did. I mean, one of my kind of like soft interpersonal skills is kind of this online community building thing. I've done this in a few different communities now, where I
Mhm.
kind of come in and I talk to people. I get things active in a server. I'll make people, or I won't make anyone do anything, but I'll start utilizing the voice server portion a little more, trying to get people to interact. And it's really great when it does come together like this. I've never had anything quite this amazing come from it, but I'm really glad that you invited me to the summer camp server, and I got the chance to meet um, the crew of about 12 of us now that are actively working on the summer camp stuff.
Mhm.
Um, it has just been such a blast. I mean, there were ups and downs, and I've never been a part of planning an event quite like this with so
Mhm.
many people involved, and the costs, being, I mean, they were pretty reasonable costs, really. I'm surprised that we're consistently able to uh, find places like Starstruck that are, affordable and
Mhm.
amazing. The vibes at Starstruck are just
Mhm.
top notch,
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, I came in and we started planning for Hot Alien Summer Camp, which is what this year's event was called. And it was August, what, 17th through the 20th.
Mhm.
Um,
The fastest 4 days of my entire life.
yeah, for real, it flew by.
Mhm.
There were a few of us that got there a day early to set up and get things going, and we had a great night around the fire. And then the next day, it was just go, go, go.
Mhm.
Um, and so just the smiling faces, the
Mhm.
watching people walk in and freak out and give hugs to these people they haven't seen in so long and they
Mhm.
love. It was beautiful to be a part of making all of that magic happen. You know, and we had just some really great practitioners and entertainment at this year's event. You know,
Absolutely.
um, Tiff, what
Yeah.
was your favorite
Oh God.
class?
I
Do you
don't
think that you took?
know. I mean, they were all so incredible and just like people just ate it up. Like the exact people that needed to be there were there and they were just in it, into it, all of it. And
Hmm.
like I know I'm into this stuff. I know like, you know what I mean? Like but like I've never experienced like people just absorbing and wanting to be a part of everything. Like,
Hmm.
to norm, the normie world, we're a bunch of hippie weirdos, but like when you're together and you're doing it and you're fully experiencing it, it's life changing.
Yeah, there's so much power in that collective energy that
Hmm.
everybody brings to it, you know.
We
You
had
can really
like
feel it. Yeah.
mediumship classes, we had sound bowl healing and toning, we had group oming, we had drum circles, we did seances. That shit was wild, by the way. The energy in that room and just like the temperature changing and oh wow, it's beautiful and intense. I cannot wait to do this again. We had I had a death worker class, death magic class that
Mhm.
was like super activating for so many people. Like I kind of
Yeah.
didn't know what to expect. It'd be like, the taboo parts of life, like,
Mhm.
sex and death and birth and da 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 da. I didn't really know what to expect going into it, but like the way he made it so safe and just it's another part of the journey of this whole existence. And like he guided us through the underworld, which isn't scary. It wasn't scary. It wasn't like demons and da da da, it was just another plane.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was all beautiful to watch, and the cosmic comedy with Karen Rontowski and Ryan Singer. Thank you so much for coming out and making us all crack up and lose our shit. We appreciate you.
Yeah, they're hilarious. I mean, what a show. I mean, we have seen you've seen both of them before. I had not seen Karen before, but I had seen Ryan.
Hmm.
And but they're just the perfect vibe for
Yeah,
what we were trying to do there.
they work off
Um,
each other incredibly. It was wonderful.
yeah, the psychic stand up stuff at the end I
Hmm.
thought was just incredible. It was so nice that they stuck around and took part in some of the events and
Yeah,
interacted with everyone. It seems like they
yeah,
were really into what we were doing as well. So
yeah. Appreciate you. We look forward to a growing relationship with you all.
yeah, absolutely. I think my favorite class was probably the Deathworth class with Jonathan, Rainbow Goth
Hmm.
guy in the server,
Hmm.
um, and working with Amanda on the meditation class she ran. I really enjoyed that. Um, I think the class I am saddest most that I miss is probably Shay's shamanic journey that she did out by the tree. It seems like the
Hmm.
people that went to that had glowing things to say about the experience. So,
Hmm.
and I know we've sent out a survey recently to our attendees to
Hmm.
get more feedback from them and get an idea of what they want to see, what they thought of everything. And a couple of those so far have said more shamanic journeys. And that says to me that we need to have some more things like that. I also saw some feedback about having more interactive things. I think that kind of lines up with that, like
Yeah.
participatory
Hmm.
events, and I think that's a great idea. I'm looking forward to see what we can do for next year's event.
Yeah. I think that we had our first event team meeting yesterday post summer camp, and that was definitely like one of the things we described the most. The practitioners are amazing, but I do think like having circle events where people can share and do things together like is would be wonderful for next year. I have so many ideas.
Yeah,
So many.
same.
I'm just frothing with them. It's just like we're overpouring with ideas for future events and future meetups and future communities, and I'm just still like riding the energy of summer camps, like the love. Just I'm like filled with it. Like I've never experienced anything like this. It's incredible.
Yeah, yeah. I described it as falling in love with 90 people and then having my heart cut into 90 pieces and
Yeah,
shipped across the North America.
yeah,
It's painful and beautiful and exciting and boy, really sad at times.
yeah, yeah.
Just not being around that energy. Just I
Mhm.
felt so loved, and there was just so many good examples of the divine feminine and divine masculine,
Mm.
and just such a great group of people. Ah,
I know we can't stop talking about it, but just
I
like
know.
the masculine there, oh my God. And
Yeah.
a lot of us, a lot of everyone is traumatized by the toxic masculinity out in the world, but this group of men and masculine people is just so incredible and so
Hmm.
refreshing and so safe and supportive and creative and powerful. And when you're all together, wow. Wow, wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. just
Yeah,
life-changing experiences.
agree completely. And I've mentioned this to you and to other people in the community that I don't have a lot of male, spiritually awake friends.
Hmm.
I come from a long, strong history of being a dude who hits trees with sticks. And that's a lot of my friendships are based on other people who like to hit similar trees. But to be surrounded by that, it was really an awakening to me personally. Definitely got some downloads about how I need to be more seeking more involvement with other men who are awake. I'm missing that in my life. That those positive male influences
Hmm.
and those people that I can share with who are having similar experiences to me. So that's something I'm going to be working on, trying to
Yeah.
find some kind of local community where I
Hmm.
am.
Yeah, that's that. If there's, I took anything from it is that I need to find it here. I need to find it around me, not just on the interwebs, which is still beautiful and amazing, but I do need to find it outside of my home. Um,
Yeah.
it's yeah, I'm really looking forward to bringing this into my 3D reality.
Well, let's see. Let's talk about this show a little more.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
do you want to do with this show? Who are you looking forward to talking to? What are some topics
Hmm.
that come to mind when you're like this community? What pops into your head?
I mean, the subjects that we could cover are endless with these
Hmm.
people. Like, there's so much talent and so much potential and so much power in every single person in this community. And I just want to watch them people shine and just, do their fucking thing. It's powerful and it's so good and people want to see it and want to hear
Yeah.
it. And I know that like the magic of the internet is that, we may record this today and somebody may hear it 10 years from now and need it and
Yeah.
resonate with it and it, that kind of thing. And so whatever we're doing is beautiful and perfect and is needed. So I'm happy that we have a container to and a field and a platform that we can use to highlight these folks and this community because it's incredible.
Yeah.
I know we sound like
Absolutely.
a cult, and I'm not even mad about it. It's if you want to hate on us, but you go right ahead. But this shit is powerful and beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm really looking forward to. When I go into Discord, you can't interact with everyone, especially on Jess's like Patreon server. There's thousands of people in there. There may only be like a couple hundred that are active. That's a lot of people. you
Mm-hmm.
know and so I'll get in there. I get little snips, little tidbits of people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me wonder about them. It makes me want to know more about them, their stories, how they came to these, realizations, especially in like the channeled messages, channel, what's going on in these people's heads that are bringing in this, sage wisdom that they're sharing with us. That's what I'm kind of really looking forward to digging into is being able to listen to an episode and go, oh, I have talked to that person, or I had an exchange with that person, or this person said this at one point and it really activated something in me.
Mm-hmm.
um, Looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Getting people connected to the things that they need and people that they need when they need it. Absolutely.
And one thing that I think it's important that we create here, and something that I feel kind of implicitly when I open up and I talk within these spaces, is that it's a safe space to be our own weird selves and
Mm-hmm.
be as honest and
Mm-hmm.
raw as we want, without any judgment, you know.
Absolutely.
And I want to make sure that we're representing that here as well.
Mm-hmm. By being authentically ourselves, we create the safety for others to be authentically themselves. And this is absolutely a safe place for the weird and the wonderful and the profane and the magical. I want all of it. I want to explore every aspect of it.
Absolutely, yes, me too. So let's talk about, I don't know, some of our like daily spiritual practices. What are some things that you do on the daily to keep grounded and, to keep the magic about you?
Sunlight, major game changer. Just as much sunlight in my eyes and my skin as I can get, safely. Morning sunlight's so good for the sleep cycle, and you get them protons in your eyes, and downloads from Papa Sun. Living intentionally is also something that I've tried to adopt. Just like when I'm cooking, I'm putting the energy into the food that I'm cooking, and it's like creating little spells, with all the little
Yeah.
ingredients. And like even showering is sacred. There's so many things that are just sacred, like taking a shower and setting the intentions to, wash off the energies and scrub off your masks, and those kinds of things that can be so magical and beautiful. It's like a little timeline jump when you come out of the shower. Even walking, eating, just everything, just trying to live more intentionally and be more in the moment, because I know I've lived my life for the last 30 something years, up in my head and my thoughts, and in the future and in the past. And I'm just really, really trying to focus on the now and being here, pulling our cards. And I love to use all four elements in just about anything that I'm doing. So, the earth, fire, water, air, just in everything all the time, as much as I can. I know that sounds super woo woo, but it really does keep everything balanced and grounded and centered. When one of the elements gets a little crazier, or you know out of hand, being able to find the balance in the other things around you. Like when my you know have an ecstatic dance experience on Saturday night, and I'm all in the clouds and all in it. Being able to like go to the lake the next day and be in the water brings you back into your body, and helps with your emotions and processing and those kinds of things. So just doing things intentionally and being aware of your body has been major shifts in my daily life. How about you?
Um, yeah, I'm definitely trying to live with intention and in the present as well. I have spent a lot of my life um, retelling myself stories from my past and jumping to conclusions about future events and really dwelling on the future as well,
Mhm.
instead of being where I am right now with
Mhm.
who I'm with, experiencing what I'm experiencing, and I'm trying to do that more and more every day. Um, I've got my altar at home. Um, I probably don't interact with it as much as I should, but I do look at it every day, and I do definitely think about that, and it helps me set the intentions for the day.
Mhm.
Um, I think I'll probably do some altar work tonight.
It's a great
Every
idea.
every time I look at it and really think about it, I'm like, I should
Mhm.
be lighting a candle,
Yep. I've
so
got I've
I'm
got
gonna do that
several
tonight.
lit as we speak for several different reasons. So right on.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, having you all every day to do,
yeah.
we'll have like woo nights where we do like magical things together, or healing circles where, we've got it's noticeable that a couple of our buddies are having a tough time and need some, assistance, need some energy. And so we'll have healing nights where we jump on together and do magic together. And that shit is miraculous. Like,
It's so good.
I mean,
Yeah.
miraculous. Like we've seen some like incredible things, and I'm not saying that we are responsible for that in any sense, but there is something to be said about group manifestation for sure.
Yeah. Manifestation is also something I'm really trying to keep in mind on the daily too.
Hmm.
Um, I've seen over and over again examples of it in other people's lives, and then seeing that really allowed me to latch on to what manifestation really means to me,
Hmm. Hmm.
and for me it's a lot of like pre-celebratory energy for the things that I know are coming in my
Yeah.
life.
Hmm.
I don't look at it so much as like divination or creation magic as much as it is just being aware of that I am an intricate part of this world and just as deserving of the good and wonderful things as anyone else, and then you know allowing those energies to flow to me instead of seeking them out.
Yeah.
So
Cosmic, no, sorry, not Cosmic Kink. Find me on Instagram, Cosmic Kink. Um, Existential kink was like huge, and realize making like allowing me to realize how much your subconscious drives the show. Like you have to be careful with your thoughts because your thoughts become reality, blah blah blah. Your unconscious thoughts, man, my dude, whoa, that really is running the show. And
hmm
that's why this work is so important, is to heal these things and to heal your nervous system, so that you're able to create and receive the things that you want. And you may think that you want something and you're really pushing it and really manifesting it, and then you get it and you're like, what the fuck is this? It's a constant it's a constant learning journey with manifestation. Um, we've got a lot of people in our circle like P the Fairy, who's just like clutch with this manifestation learning, and especially in the group mindset. Um, but just like letting go of the desperate push pull energy when you're trying to want something and need something and have something, and just being open to like getting it however you need it. Just saying, hey, this would be cool to have and feel or experience. And then like just allowing it to come in, and like recognizing the blocks that are keeping you from it, and like allowing those to break apart, and like learning to work with those energies as they come up. Because like once you start wishing for something, it will start happening. It'll but it'll show you the roadblocks on the way, and but you'll get there.
Yeah. I guess we're going to be interviewing people. I guess it's only right that we interview each other as well so that this community knows a little more about us. Um, Tiff, why don't you tell me a little bit about your history, what you do, whatever you're willing to share with the internet here.
Okay. I mean, I think I don't have anything cool. I don't do anything cool. I don't like have energy work or like tarot or like akashic readings or like psychic connections or like mediumship. Like we're all capable of those things, and it's beautiful, and I love being able to practice those things and test the waters of my own energy. But like really I just I'm grateful to be a part of the community, and I want to bring people together, and I want to feature people and show people off, and um yeah, I am the collector of cool people, and
Hmm.
um, that is that's my story.
Hey, I mean, that's a talent, though, that's a skill, bringing those people together, allowing them to ignite each other,
Hmm.
that's important. Somebody's got to do that, and I'm really glad that you do.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, you got to meet my friend. They're fucking badass. They're like, hey, I know you're going through it. I have somebody that might be able to like help you through this. They're like, hey, I know you've been talking about hypnotherapy. You should check out my friend Brittany. Like, just like making these like weaving these little connections together. Like, let's do this fucking thing, and like it could be like this every day. Like, let's make it a cult or what, whatever. That's, okay, reel it in. But
Yeah,
truly,
yeah,
to do that on a physical plane, that would be my ultimate goal for this dream.
yeah, for sure. I think that a future where um, we are consistently bringing people together,
Mhm.
is the future that I know that I see for myself, and I think you see for you, and
Mhm.
I think that in the not too distant future, we're going to be making those kinds of connections all the time, and that's so exciting.
Yeah,
I'm
in
ready
a
for it.
galaxy not so far away,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here. Yeah, I mean, there's pieces to this beautiful puzzle all around us, and um, allowing them to come as they are and be who they are authentically, and working towards a goal together. Um, that's the secret. That's all there is to it. And loving each other unconditionally. There's going to be shit. Anytime there's community, absolutely, there's always going to be shit that comes up. But we have done some massive healing, and we'll still have some to come. But I have no doubt in my bones that this is what is supposed to be. We're just the vessel for it.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeff? Tell us about Panda. The
Um,
Panda magic.
the panda. So I have a few spiritual things that I practice, that I share with others. I create spell jars and do some tarot work under the moniker the Naptown Mystic. Um,
Town.
Naptown represent.
Whoop, whoop.
For those not in the know, Naptown is slang for Indianapolis, where I was born and raised and where I met Tiff.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, my site's not up at the moment. I'm doing a rehaul of it, so hopefully that'll be up here again soon. And once it is, I'm really excited to get back to the jar work because
Mhm.
um, the people I've worked with so far who have purchased them and used them have had a lot of great results, and that's really rewarding work knowing that the intention and energy I'm putting into them are
Yeah.
paying off for people.
Yeah.
So
We're not crazy. We're actually doing stuff with this energy stuff of ours, and it is beautiful when we're able to share
yeah, for sure. There was a time when I thought maybe I
it.
could make like a small, like make it into like a small side hustle kind of thing.
Hmm.
And I think that's something that a lot of people in the spiritual community go through is this they they come online, they become aware of their strength and their power and they're like, I want to be doing this all the time. I
Hmm.
should be making money doing this,
Yeah, monetizing it.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just don't know that I'm the right person to do it. Um, I kind of like the jars I've sold so far have all been like at cost or I've had a small loss on them, that kind of
Hmm.
thing. And honestly, if it continues like that, I don't mind because it's more about the connections I'm making with
Yeah.
people and just the energy I'm giving to others to work through their issues. I think that's the
Yeah,
real
and the
value I
more
get
you
out of
do
it.
it, the more strong it gets, the more powerful your energy is. Like it is a daily ritual, a daily practice, and the more you stick with it, the more beautiful it becomes.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely see as I'm um, putting these together and doing the research on the right materials and the right like
The
sigil
Wizard of
work and
Nap.
things like that. Yes, my wizarding skills. The more I do it, the easier it becomes. First of all, the more confident I become in it, and the better the results I'm seeing. So excited to keep doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I generally work in IT. I'm in between things at the moment, but I know that's going to change here soon. And um, I spend a lot of time interacting with our community. And,
Yeah.
whether that be just throwing out them emoji reacts, just a lot of it.
Find us
Or,
on Hot Alien Summer Camp at Discord,
yeah.
please. Come check us out.
Yes. Yeah, please do come and check out the Hot Alien Summer Camp Discord. We are frequently in there just sitting in the voice channels doing work,
Hmm.
like just cleaning house. We have this thing called body doubling, which is this kind of ADHD hack for getting things done by
Hmm.
staying engaged with others, and we're in there all the time, just doing whatever it is we need to get done, but also being in the presence of
Hmm.
the people that we love and feeling their
Yeah.
support and
Yeah.
laughing a lot.
A
There's
lot
a
of,
lot of
yeah,
laughing.
for sure.
And join that server because another thing we really want to do is engage all of you in these conversations. The two of us aren't the only people meeting these people on the servers and being like, I'd like to know more. And
Hmm.
maybe there's specific things you'd like to learn about people.
Yeah.
We're getting ready in about 30 minutes to record an episode with our first guest. So unfortunately, we can't do this for them. But for future guests, I'd like to be able to announce who we're going to be interviewing, give everyone out there a chance to send any questions they have for those people our way,
Yeah.
and making sure that you're feeling like you are as much a part of this as we are
Yeah.
because this
For the
is our
community by the community.
exactly yes it's the that is the motto for Hot Alien Summer
Everything.
Camp, and
Hmm.
that is the motto for really everything I want to do.
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm. We're
um,
co-creating the new world in our own daily lives.
that's right. All right. Well, I think we could probably wrap this one up and get ready to talk to Bianca, who's going to be our first guest. And yeah, I can't wait to share this with everybody. Do you have anything you want to say before we take off, Tiff?
I love you. I love you all. I'm so glad that you found us, and stay tuned.
Stay tuned indeed for the next episode of Interviewing
Dun,
Aliens.
dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's enough.